Today's video goes out to Casey from the Camera Conspiracies YouTube channel. I might have found a solution for your GoPro Hero 8 that doesn't require the media mod or butchering some scrap material out of a box to try to protect the microphone. I'm using it right now. Let's get into it. So it's pretty much unanimous that all reports and reviews of the GoPro Hero 8 media mod is that it's a huge flop. It's overpriced. The shotgun microphones don't sound any better. They actually sound worse than the built-in microphones on the GoPro Hero 8 just on their own. So the only solution really is to try to protect the microphones so they don't actually get any wind noises, which is what this does.
So here's the windshield sock for the GoPro Hero 8. One of the cool things about this is exactly the same material as you'll find on a professional condenser mic windshield as well. So if you ever use one of these, it's exactly the same material. It's nice and soft. Now this cost me about 18 bucks Australian. The Australian and Canadian dollar are about even. So it's probably what, about 3 bucks US, somewhere around there. It's one of those jokes, but anyway. Yeah, it's the exact same material you'll find on any number of these other type of windshields for condenser microphones or dynamic mics. So it definitely feels exactly the same. And it's that sort of foam that doesn't feel like it's going to tear as soon as you put a little bit of pressure on it, which is what I really like about it.
Now, one of the great things about this little sock for the GoPro Hero 8 is the fact it covers all of the microphones, but you still get full access to all the buttons, the front little screen, the LED screen, and it fits in a way that just simply works. Now, I've shot this part twice. This is the second time. The first time I had the door of the GoPro on and I started to notice some clouding on the lens. So I took this out of a cold environment, started filming here. It's obviously warmer than where the camera was before, and this sock makes the camera that little bit warmer. So my suggestion is, if you're going to get one of these, and I'll leave some links below, they're not affiliate links or anything like that, take the door off the first time you use it, just to see if you get any issues with it overheating. Now, this hasn't turned off or done anything like that. I just started to notice a little bit of clouding. So that might be the only downside to this, other than the fact I still don't have an external microphone input. But I feel like the functionality and the usability of the GoPro Hero 8 is the reason why people want it. I don't want to have to be adding stuff to it, or I might as well take my G85 or GH5 out and use my actual lav mics with that. So for my situation, the smaller, the more compact it is, the better it is for my sort of shooting situation. And if you're a vlogger, which I'm absolutely not, you'll be able to get a very small compact rig, and you won't be at the mercy of the wind noise anymore. Now, there might be some pretty loud ocean noise right now. As you can see, we've got lots of waves here today, lots of little waves anyway. But I'm tipping the audio is going to be pretty clear. And if it isn't, or if I have done any post-processing, I'll leave that on screen and let you know what I've done. Usually in Final Cut, I do tweak it just a little bit, but I don't tweak it that much with the GoPro. It actually sounds quite good. Now, if you're using raw audio, so within the GoPro settings, you can turn on raw audio. Now, you have the option of it being an unprocessed audio track. Now, the GoPro adds its own processing, so you can get a separate audio track with the processing, or you can opt to have one without the processing. But what you're hearing is just the camera audio as the GoPro sees fit. So fingers crossed it all sounds good. Now, I can already tell if this is something that I was holding by the camera. You're probably going to hear the foam sort of scratching around if I move my hands a little bit. So this is something that you would want to use definitely on an actual tripod, or the little one that you can get in the pack, which is what I'm using right now, the bundle pack. It's that little extendable one. So yeah, these little tripods are great. I feel like you get more stability without using the tripod, but for a situation like this where you've got the camera encased in a piece of foam, I feel like this would probably be the best bet. Now, I'm shooting everything you see in this video in linear mode as well, so it gets rid of that fisheye. Hopefully you like the audio quality. Hopefully you like the video quality. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. Now, props to Casey as well. You're part of the reason I went and purchased one of these. I was really tossing up between the GoPro Hero 8 and the Osmo Action. And after seeing your ABs, there was no comparison in my mind, especially for the focus thing. It did feel out of focus on your face, where the background on the Osmo action was nice and sharp. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm surprised more people aren't sort of complaining about that, but long live that Sony crappy cam, man. It's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about the GoPro Hero 8 Media Mod and why I don't think it's the right solution for me personally. Now, I like the fact it did have that external microphone connection, but you were paying a premium for that, and I really don't think it's worth it. The onboard audio on these things are actually quite good, and it gives you the flexibility of not having to tether yourself to the camera with a cable or a wireless pack. It's just more expense to add to the package, which is supposed to be nice and simple. Now, I love shooting on this camera in this linear mode. I think it actually is the sort of the standout feature, and just being able to pick it up and hit record and hopefully have it work now is a huge benefit over before, where I would have to really consider bringing a separate audio source with me or recording into a Zoom recorder. And the GoPro 8 Hero Media Mod just doesn't really seem to tick a lot of boxes for a lot of people. Now, I saw a teardown video of the internal microphones and they're junk. They're not shotgun capsules. Actually, there's a really great video I saw of it where a guy had modded the actual microphone with a shotgun mic from Rode, and it sounded way better, but it's just one more thing to add, you know. And you're also adding complexity when you want to change the battery. At least with this sock option, it might not be the prettiest, but I'm tipping it's going to work. And you know, functionality is foremost when it comes to this kind of thing. I thought I'd stop at a different beach as well. The wind's at least twice as strong here as it was at the previous location. We have much bigger surf, so we're going to see how the windsock / microphone sock works on the GoPro Hero 8 right now. And the wind is just coming straight at the camera. You're going to hear a lot of the surf, but I'm hoping and tipping you're probably not going to hear a whole lot of wind noise. The gust just kicked right in. As you can see, the birds are struggling a little bit. Flying around here at the beach. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, there's definitely a lot more wind here than before. So this will be a really great test to see whether or not it's actually going to work, or whether or not it's just a huge waste of 18 bucks.
Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. My name's Shane. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. So Casey, if you do watch this video or happen to check it out, definitely give one of these a look. 18 bucks for one of these sounds kind of steep, but it definitely works. I didn't hear any wind noise the entire time. That last beach shot where I was walking along with the surf behind me, it was extremely windy. The birds were really struggling and sort of getting blown sideways. So this worked great in the conditions I had here in Australia. So I don't know if it gets windy when it snows or not, as it doesn't snow where I live, but yeah, I tell you what, this works here. You should be fine over there as well. I think I'm going to do one thing though with this and cut a slit on the side, a little box out on the side where the actual battery cover goes, for two reasons. One, it will allow easy access to changing batteries without having to take this off, because that's a bit of a pain. It will also add that little bit of extra ventilation, especially when you first start using it, so the actual screen won't fog. That went away straight away as soon as I took this off and took the battery door off. It just went away. So yeah, no problems there either. But for the price, performance, I'm pretty happy. Links will be below. Thanks again for watching. My name's Shane. I'll catch you soon. See ya.